welcome to the Bank of the Year Awards 2013. My name is Silvia Pavone. I am the economics editor of The Banker, and I'm here with the Banker's editor, Brian Kaplan. Brian, we're here again. Hello, how are you? Looking dashing as always. So we're here to celebrate a year of banking. A lot of the banks are done really well.
Yeah, and we've had a fantastic year, and we've had a fantastic response to the awards. We had 483 entries. We've given awards in 146 countries, and we're looking forward to having several hundred bankers here tonight in person to collect their awards. And I think that's an indication of, first of all, how important the awards are in the industry, but also how banking is recovering from the crisis.
And this year we twisted a little bit the questions that we usually ask our banks to decide who is going to win in a specific country. So what question did we ask? What kind of interest did we?
So what we thought this year was, because of the push online for a lot of banking, both in the retail area and the wholesale, that we would ask banks to list their achievements in the online sector. What have they done in terms of pushing banking online? How are they managing from a multi-channel point of view so that they can give sort of seamless service across all the different channels? And where are they going ahead with this? And also the use of data, which is very important in the online area. And we had a fantastic response to that.
Very good. So we shall just enjoy our evening and be prepared to do a lot of clapping.
First of all, the award for financial inclusion. The winner is the Metropolitan Bank and Trust Company.
I'm here with our Financial Inclusion Awards winner, Metro Bank of the Philippines, and I'm joined by Walter Lim, who is based here in London. Walter, congratulations on the awards. So Metro Bank has created this really interesting initiative to work with overseas workers. Can you give us some details about it?
Actually, Metro Bank, as one of the initiatives of Metro Bank, is to provide Filipino workers with an initiative to learn on how to get their skills and how to start their own business. One of the arms of Metro Bank is Metro Bank Foundation, and one of the tasks is we found a way to have a partner with ASKI. This is a Singapore base and as well as a Philippine base. So,
which is a microfinance lender, isn't it?
Yes. So in this regard, we were able to train the Filipinos in Singapore as well as their relatives in the Philippines to get the knowledge, skills in setting up their own business. So we wanted to change their mindset from a worker to an investor.
So you want to enable them to be able to create their own business back home in the Philippines. And I know that the program encourages family members to run the business while the financing, which can come from a microfinance loan, is it correct? Can be then repaid through the remittances coming from the overseas worker.
Yes, first of all, the remittance are paid, the loan are paid by the workers. Then as it goes along, the business is established, the proceeds of that business can be used to pay for the loan. This is basically a unique way we had because this is not a form of a dole out. We really tend to train the workers as well as the relatives. So I think we were the first to pioneer this kind of project in Asia Pacific, specifically in Singapore.
So and I think that the initial intake was around 60 participants, and the next phase is going to include 400 overseas workers and 400 family members as well. You said you started in Singapore, but you also have plans, I know, to expand it to other Asian countries.
Yes, we are looking into other Asian countries as well, but in Singapore, there are a lot of Filipino workers we would like to help. Initially, the investment of the bank here, it's about £175,000 to kickstart the project. Fortunate for us, we have a very good partner in ASKI Global and ASKI Philippines. So we were able to roll out this project.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
The Bank of the Year for Malaysia. And the winner there this year is the AMMB Bank.
Well, it's been an interesting year in Asia this year, and we had lots of strong entries from banks in all the markets in Asia. And one of those countries that was interesting was Malaysia. I'm joined by Ashok Ramamurthy, who's the Managing Director of AMMB Group. congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
So can you tell us what's your outlook for Asia at the moment?
Well, it looks like it's to an extent dependent on what's happening in the US and Fed tapering. So there are likely to be short-term uncertainties as a result of that, but the longer-term journey for Asia is one that's still one for growth. Most parts of Asia will still be growing at a faster pace than the West.
So what about the competitive landscape in Malaysia? What's happening in the banking market there, and how are you responding to that?
Yeah, look, the Malaysian banking sector is overcrowded. We've got the three large banks who have their own distinctive strategy, two of them around ASEAN. Our strategy is entirely Malaysian focused today. And within that, there are two acquisitions we've done in the last 12 months. That'll give us some growth momentum in the next 12 months to come. There are synergies to be reaped. We're halfway into that journey. We've got a partnership on the life insurance space, which we believe again is going to give us good growth over the medium term. We've got an efficiency agenda built around the customers, which again is one that we are using to ensure that we are more productive going forward than what we've been in the recent past. And lastly, we believe with our partnerships with the ANZ and IAG on the general insurance side, and the likely impending partnership with a global player on life insurance, we are well positioned to continue to grow in Malaysia.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bank of the Year for Nigeria. The winner there is the Zenith Bank.
Hello, I'm here with Godwin Emefiele, the CEO of Zenith Bank, which has won our award this year for Nigeria. Godwin, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Last year, Nigeria's big banks, including Zenith, achieved very good results. Is that something that you think they can repeat for 2013?
Yeah, we're pretty much optimistic that the results will continue to look good in 2013, just like we saw in 2012. Although the percentage, the kind of percentage that we saw in terms of the growth percentage may not be as high as we saw in 2012, but of course the growth trajectory will continue like we saw in 2012.
And what is going to be your main focus for 2014?
Well, for 2014, what we're going to be doing is to see how we can focus more on how to source cheap deposits, open branches in other metropolitan centers where we feel we've not been able to touch the customers. We would also try as much as possible to extend our facilities to through electronic channels to some of our customers. Mobile banking will be another area that banks and like Zenith will focus on in 2014 to ensure that we're able to reach some of the unbanked population in Nigeria.
The Nigerian government is in the process of setting up a mortgage refinance company, which is being dubbed the Nigerian Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae. How exciting do you think that is for the banking industry, and is this something that you think can lead to the growth of a mortgage market in Nigeria?
Yeah, we are very optimistic about that because, I mean, Nigeria is just one country where you want to buy a property, you have to practically deposit almost 100% of the cash on the table before you can acquire that property. But with the mortgage product coming up, I think we should be able to grow our mortgage business in Nigeria, particularly because, again, the Nigerian banking industry through the Central Bank of Nigeria is also setting up the biometric project. And what we expect the biometric project is to be able to make it possible for the banks to be able to gather data about all bank customers. And with that, you can begin to have the kind of arrangement where you have in the United States, for instance, where people have Social Security, or in Europe, where people have certain unique identifying numbers with which they can access banking facilities. With that, I believe we should be able to grow our mortgage business in Nigeria.
Godwin, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Now we have the real thing. Please welcome to the podium Jacko Murray.
I'm with Jacko Marie, former Chief Executive of Standard Bank. And Jacko, you're the receiver of our Lifetime Achievement Award this year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And you were with the bank for 32 years. Well, you're still with the bank, but you had a 32-year career at the bank and then Chief Executive for 13 years. So describe to us how the bank was and where you took it in that period of time.
Well, in '87, we were purely a South African bank, having been previously part of the Standard Chartered Group. And then we started growing our business from there. So in the last 20 years or so, we really have concentrated on building a franchise regionally. And we also now, of course, have very strong links with China because ICBC has a 20% shareholding in Standard Bank. So we now are, I think, a bank that really can connect Africa to the rest of the world, and particularly to the emerging world.
Yeah, okay. Well, tell us a little bit more about that very critical stake from ICBC, and what does that give you in terms of breadth and scope for offering services to banking customers in Africa?
Well, clearly the links between China and Africa are very well understood. And ICBC being the biggest bank in China and I guess the world pretty much.
It's actually top of the bankers' ranking this year.
You know, is a wonderful partner to have, and they refer their customers that wish to do business in Africa to us, and we help them. And of course, there are also customers that we can refer to them, but it's mostly their referrals to us. So I think having that link has really made a massive difference to our franchise.
Okay. Jacko, congratulations again and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Lebanon, Bank of the Year 2013 for Lebanon is the Blom Bank.
I'm with Saad Azari, Chairman and General Manager of Blom Bank. Blom Bank are our winner, our country winner in Lebanon for the third year running. So tell us what your secret of success is.
Well, first, we are very proud to be the winner of the best bank in Lebanon for 3 consecutive years, which shows that the bank is consistent. The bank definitely wants to be the leading bank in Lebanon and in the region. And we achieve that first by being conservative. We are a conservative bank. We have very high level of liquidity. We have a high level of capital adequacy, very low level of non-performing loans.
Okay, and obviously you're in quite a tough region, all right, from a political point of view. So how do you manage to maintain that conservatism in such a tough environment?
Well, we are very resilient because we are liquid, and we are conservative. But also, we are also expanding. We are now present in 13 countries, in 5 European countries where we are a niche bank serving the Lebanese and Arab customers, and 8 Arab countries that we are like a local bank, doing all full service banking. And we are also innovative. We always have new products and new services.
Okay, congratulations on your award and all the best for the future. Thank you.
The overall Middle East regional winner this year is the Qatar National Bank.
I'm with Simon Walker, Regional General Manager Europe for Qatar National Bank. Qatar National Bank's our regional Middle East winner for the 2nd year running, Simon. So tell us about your growth strategy.
Well, Brian, thank you. We're absolutely delighted to win it for a 2nd year in a row. The big thing for us this year has been consolidating our position as the #1 in the region. And that has involved organic growth, but of course a big acquisition in Egypt as well.
Tell us about that acquisition in Egypt and why it's so important.
The long-term opportunity in Egypt is huge in terms of the population. We bought a very, very good bank. And whilst there's some issues at the moment in Egypt, absolutely long-term, it's a tremendous bank, big branch network, great corporate and retail customer base.
Okay, we'll watch that with interest. Congratulations again and thank you.
Thank you very much.
The following winner has won the award for Belgium, the Netherlands, and the regional award for Western Europe as a whole. The winner is ING!
Good evening, I'm here with Hans van der Noorde, a board member at ING Bank, which was the winner of Bank of the Year for Western Europe this year. Hans, congratulations on the award, of course. ING has been through quite a profound strategic review since the financial crisis. Is the bank now in the the shape in which you expect it to be for the long term, and the business model is where you want it to be?
Yes, indeed. We had a couple of challenging years behind us, but I would say a lot of progress now in the things we do. You can see it on the client side, where we see that we were able to respond to all the needs of our clients, both retail and commercial, under difficult economic circumstances in Europe. But the good news is clients appreciate it, and our Net Promoter Score went up. So we're doing something right. I think that's important. And next to that, we were able really to respond to a lot of new technology that's going on in our industry. On the mobile side, I would say the social media, big data. So also there, despite the crisis, we have been investing. And yeah, with a lot of success and rewards from our customers. And that's, I think, in the end of the day, what counts.
In terms of the opportunities in the coming year or so, it looks as if the Dutch economy is gradually emerging from recession. Where do you see as the areas where you're going to get the best opportunities for the bank?
Yeah, we see that both on the commercial side that there's a lot of deal flow going on in Europe. Companies are rethinking their strategy, so that creates opportunity for ING and for our clients. At the same time, we see that economic growth will be modest. So it's about improving your service, becoming very efficient. And that's where we are being helped by our business model, what we call directive possible advice when needed. So that means really anticipating on mobile banking, online banking, and at the same time making sure that we have sector knowledge for our commercial clients, and that getting ready for SEPA is another one, which is a very high priority for us in the coming year.
Well, Hans, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the evening.
Thank you very much.
Global Bank of the Year Award 2013 goes to Citi Bank.
I'm here with Naveed Sultan, Global Head of Treasury and Trade Solutions for Citi, and Citi is our Global Bank of the Year. Naveed, congratulations, it's a fantastic win. Clearly, Citi's had some troubles over the last few years. Does this really show that you're back on track?
Thank you, Brian. We really appreciate that recognition. And we believe this recognition and this award recognizes the journey which Citi embarked upon since the financial and economic crisis. We have been focused on transforming our company, our business model, our operating model, our capital structure, and our management and risk management approach. We believe we have made a significant progress across those aspects, but it's a journey, and we are very focused on staying the course.
Okay.
And continually evolving to serve our clients better.
Now, you head up the global transaction business. I mean, how important a part is that of the Citi franchise these days?
If you look at Citibank's business model, one of the key components or core competencies of our business model is our globality, which is to say that we serve our clients around the world in multiple geographies across multiple products. And as the world becomes more connected in the context of globalization, that positioning becomes even more relevant. So within Citi, Treasury and Trade Solution is really that foundation or that network which services those flows. So Treasury and Trade Solution is very fundamental, it's very strategic, and it's exceedingly relevant to Citi's business model, particularly in the light of some of these secular trends of globalization, digitization, and urbanization.
Thank you very much, Naveed, for sharing your thoughts with us, and congratulations again.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.